Do your routines work for you or against you? Hi, this is Non-Monogamous Mark coming to you from my home here in Ventura, California. And I just got here yesterday. And if you've been following me, you know then that I have two homes that I split my time between. I live here in Ventura, California in one home with a partner here, and then 3 weeks, I'll spend 3 weeks here, and then I head to Seattle. And I'll spend 3 weeks with another partner in my home in Seattle. And then back and forth I go. But you know, every time I go, whether I go back to Seattle or and I just gotten back to Seattle or I just gotten here, then I'm out of my routine. You know, I don't carry much with me when I go to either place. I mean, I carry a laptop and my cell phone, and that's about it, because I have all the clothes and everything I need is in both places equally. And so I don't really carry too much with me. But then, because everything is different in both places, it's a different routine for me. So an example, you see, today, my routine is that I go and I work out at the LA Fitness in Seattle, in Burien, where I live, also here in Ventura, where I live. But I have a different gym bag in both places. And so like when I leave to go back to Seattle, the gym bag that I have here will totally get cleared out. And so then my first time getting back to the gym, going to the gym here, then I've got to make sure I put everything into that gym bag that I need to take to the gym. Change of clothes and all the things that I take. And so I carefully tried to make sure I wasn't forgetting anything, you know, my towel, you know. Can't go get a shower after my workout and then not have a towel. And so sure enough, then I thought I had it all there in my gym bag, and I head off to the gym. And I walk to the gym. It's about a 20-minute walk, and about halfway there, I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, my pass. You see, on my keys for my house and my car and everything in Seattle, then I have a little thing a little pass, you know, that they use their scanners, and they scan that each time so that I can have access to go into the gym. And when I'm here, I don't need my house keys and car keys and all that kind of stuff. Well, what I do is I know I'm going to possibly need my house key to get back in my house when I get back to Seattle. And so I do carry I guess I take them apart from my car keys so I don't have to carry as many keys. And so anyway, I'm walking on to the gym and I realize, where are my keys? Because I don't have them on me. And check my pockets, they're not on me, and what did I do with them? And oh, that's right, when I went to the airport scanners, I took all the things out of my pockets, and I have a little blue pouch that I routinely carry with me, and it's a pouch that, in fact, at the gym, I put my my 2 bottles of water for drinking at the gym in there. And so I thought, okay, all the stuff that I had taken out of my pocket was in that blue pouch, so let me go ahead and pull that blue pouch out of my gym bag. And so I had just stopped about halfway in my walk. I stopped, and sure enough, my keys were in there. And so good, I can get access to the gym. And so then I get to the gym, and and I just get there, and I think, oh my gosh, I don't have my shower shoes. I don't think with me. So quick look at my bag, and sure enough, I don't have my shower shoes. I'm a bit of a germaphobe, and even at home, whether my home here in Ventura or home in Seattle, I don't put my bare feet down on the ground and floor. You know, I'm always in slippers or shoes or socks, but mostly shoes or slippers. And so, you know, and so at the gym, I'm not about to go and take a shower with bare feet, believe me. And I also don't like to have a workout and then come back and not have showered and get my shower at home. I'd much rather be all nice and clean and for when I get home. And so anyway, I came back home and got my gym shoes and then went back to the gym. Well, and then I got back home, and it's a different routine here than in Seattle. Just unpacking my gym bag, putting things away, filling it back up so it's ready to go tomorrow, and all that stuff, because everything's in a different place. And so I consciously, I'm out of my routine, and I have to think carefully about everything I do. When, you know, think about it when you start a new job. I read a book last year, or actually listened to it on audio, called The Power of Habit. Great book. And the author of that book, he talked about the power of our habits, and our routines are part of that, and how wonderful they can be in our life, but they can also be really bad in our life. And so wonderful, because our mind, it allows us, there's a certain place actually in our mind that helps us to create our habits and our routines. And if it wasn't for that, then our mind every single day with every task we do, brushing our teeth and everything we do throughout the day, it would be like every day when you ever start a new job, and like the first week in a new job, even though you know that you are plenty well skilled to do that job, but the first week it's a different routine and you don't have your habits down, and so it's very taxing on you. You have to think about everything you do, and it's stressful, and it's very taxing on you. But then a week to 2 weeks goes by, and depending upon the extensive amount of training that you need for that particular position, why have you, but from a lot of jobs, then a week or two goes by, and it's like you're knowing what you're doing. You don't have to think about anything, because that part in your brain that helps us to create habits has now turned things into a routine that is a habit for you. And so that's how, like so much of it in our life. But again, then those habits can be really good, and they can also be just as bad as they are good. So we have good habits and we have bad habits. We have good routines and we have bad routines. And so I ask you to challenge yourself and think about all of your individual routines that you have in your day and in your life. I one time had a routine where, what was it the word I would use? I always used really, really. And a girlfriend called me on it, checked me out, and says, Mark, you're just terrible at that. I don't think you can complete a sentence without saying, like, well, you're really, really good, or you're really, really pretty, or you're really, really this, or you're really, really that. And I was just terrible at it. And so she challenged me to overcome that habit and that routine that I had. And she challenged me on it, and within a month I'd gotten rid of that routine. And so here I'm going to ask you to take and notice, because if you're not aware, we just go through life with this section of our brain in control of helping us to work out our routines every single day, because we're not thinking about any of that stuff. And so I really encourage you to just be aware of every single routine that you have, and then figure out for yourself, does this routine serve me? Or does it not serve me? Is it good or is it bad? If it's just neutral, then it's a needless routine, because how often does things stay neutral very long? Usually, that things will go up in our lives and then they level out, and then after they stay level for not too long, then they slowly start to slide downhill. And so as they slide downhill, then that's where that routine is not serving us well anymore. And so intentionally evaluate and look at your routines so that you know that they are serving you and they are having a purpose in your life for moving your life up, instead of just leveling out or starting to slide downhill. So thanks a lot, and if you want to have more of these kinds of videos and watch them and what have you, then be sure that you're subscribed to our email list. And to do that, go ahead and click on that link, and also you'll find out more about ECNM Lifestyles Association as well. Thanks a lot now.